Hi guys, and thank you for watching today. I'm just doing an updated video. It's kind of like a pregnancy vlog, just to kind of update you guys because I haven't uploaded the picture of our puppy yet, which I'm super excited. She's super cute and she's very affectionate. So I'll be uploading a video so that you guys can finally meet Willow, our Australian Shepherd puppy. But I wanted to make this vlog mainly on updates for my pregnancy because I do have some scary updates. So as most of you guys know, I already came into the pregnancy pretty much having a high risk pregnancy, just because of everything I went through with my preemie daughter. If you guys want me to go more into detail and maybe upload a preemie baby story, I don't mind doing that because I've gotten to the point where I can finally talk about that story without breaking down. But it was really hard, and oh my gosh, the flies are horrible for some reason. But basically, I already went in high risk because I had my daughter. For those of you that don't know, I had her extremely early at 24 weeks, and she only weighed a pound. Oh my gosh. Sorry, flies just annoy me, and they're really bad here in Texas right now. And I'm pretty sure that my daughter probably opened the door and let one in yesterday, which is frustrating because it's buzzing around my head while I'm trying to make this video. But I just wanted to basically let you guys know kind of backstory. Like my daughter, when she was born, she was a little over a pound. She was 1 pound 5 ounces to be exact. And I could pretty much hold her in my hands. So if you can imagine, like from head to butt, this is pretty much how big she was. So she was really, really tiny. So, anyways, she stayed in the NICU for a long time, for about 5 months, and she had a lot of issues when she was in the NICU. Luckily, she's a healthy, chunky 3 year old right now, but it was really, really hard. And I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about what exactly happened with that pregnancy, but it did start out with a subchorionic hemorrhage, which is what I found out I have now again. So the doctor basically told me going into this pregnancy that I would have to get progesterone shots later on in my pregnancy, though, like starting around 12, anywhere in between 12 to 16 weeks, is what she told me. Well, now I am a little over 10 weeks, so that's the good news. Baby's still going strong, heartbeat is still there and everything. And I literally just went for a high risk appointment and everything was checking out. So that's the good news, that we're almost out of the danger zone. But the bad news is that even when we get out of the danger zone, we're still kind of in a danger zone of losing this baby, just because of all the complications that I had with Alice and how serious a itty bitty little hemorrhage can actually end up being. And the last time that I had this happen with my youngest, it was pretty much life threatening and I almost died from it. So I'm really scared, but I'm just trying to remain de stressed because to me, there's no sense in stressing. Whatever is gonna happen is gonna happen, and there's nothing I can really do about it. And that's kind of a really bad feeling because you want to feel like you're in control. And I feel like I have no control at all right now. But yeah, they said my thyroid levels also, I have Graves' disease, for those of you that don't know, and my thyroid levels are really bad right now. They're like almost a 3. And your normal level's supposed to be more around a 1.8. So I'm on medication. I just started the medication this morning and I'm not too happy about the side effects. Let's just say I've been having really bad morning sickness before the medication, and now, like, I took the medication at 9 this morning, and within 30 minutes, I was so sick. I couldn't even move, and I was on the couch. I'm feeling a little bit better now, but I still can feel the effects. It's making me feel really sick and really groggy. and all I want to do is go back to sleep. But I can't because I have my 2 kiddos on the couch right now, and I have a puppy to take care of, so it's really hard having all that going on. I'm taking the medication. It is called PTU, and I'm taking 150 milligrams spread out over 3 times a day. So I take one dosage like around 8 or 9, and another dosage around 4 or 5, and then another dosage at midnight. So that's pretty much going to be my life until and pretty much forever until I see a specialist. I'm going to be taking that medication, and there is a really high risk of liver damage with that medication. So that's another thing that's kind of worrying me, because there's a lot of potential side effects. And even though it says they're potential, like thyroid medications, they tend to have a higher risk of liver failure than other medications like Tylenol, because it's harder on you. And a lot of the medications for thyroid pretty much make you feel like you're almost on chemo, even though you're not. I don't know how to describe it, but it just makes you feel really sick, most of them. In my experience, because I'm so itty bitty, it affects me really bad. Like, it'll make me feel really sick to my stomach. I'll feel nauseous. I won't eat. I'll feel weak. And I'll start, like, with my last medication, I started shedding a lot. Like, I started losing hair. So it's kind of scary. I have a thyroid ultrasound coming up too, so I'm kind of nervous about that, because I do have a goiter. And I don't know if you guys, you might be able to see it, but it's small right now, but I can really feel it, like when the doctor pressed on the sides of my neck and I tried swallowing, I could really feel it. It's kind of like a Charlie horse in your throat that you can't get rid of. So I have that, and they just want to make sure that nothing has to be drained, and I'm hoping and praying that nothing has to be drained, because if so, that's just going to be a mess, and I'm going to be a mess. It's just not going to be fun at all. So, as for the shots, they want me to start the shots earlier, since now I'm at risk, because basically what happened is I was doing completely fine, and in the morning I felt fine. I walked the puppy, everything felt fine. I was getting little pains intermittent in my right side, but I didn't think anything of it because I've been getting pains and cramps since the beginning of my pregnancy. So I just kind of thought everything was fine and just brushed it aside, and then I was sitting on the couch and I felt a gush of something, and I was like, oh no, and I thought that this was happening all over again, me losing this child, because I dealt with a loss right before this, and we weren't expecting to be pregnant again so soon, honestly, and I didn't feel like I was emotionally ready to be pregnant this soon after. And I know a lot of people would be like, well, why weren't you safer? And I mean, it's nothing we expected. And to be honest, we didn't even think that I could get pregnant at all, because we were not using anything for the longest time, because we felt we were ready to have another baby and nothing was happening. And my doctor even told me that I possibly would be sterile after everything that I went through with my youngest. And she told me I probably wouldn't be able to conceive ever again. So she didn't even find it really necessary to have me on a strict birth control or anything. But needless to say, I'm 10 weeks, so I'm just hoping everything goes like it should. And I'll be updating you on the shots, how I feel on my thyroid medication, because I know the effects of the medication, it takes a while to get used to, so that's what I'm hoping is going to happen. Because to be honest, I haven't been able to eat a whole lot, and it's killing me, because I'm, being pregnant, I'm so hungry all the time, and I love food, and I love cooking, and it just sucks. It sucks when everything looks disgusting and nothing looks good enough to eat, and then you take a few bites and you feel sick. So that's pretty much what I'm going through. But I'm making these videos basically so you guys, for those of you women that are going through the same thing, that way you can kind of get a feel for what to expect, the different questions you might have maybe could be answered. Because I've been through this before, but it's scary each time because you never know what you're going to get with a hemorrhage. You can either get one to where it'll heal completely, which is what I'm hoping will happen with these shots and my thyroid levels leveling out. Because I found out that with my thyroid levels as bad as they are, that could have been the reason for all these problems. Because if your thyroid levels are not in check, then it can cause you to miscarry and lose your child. And it can cause you to have internal bleeding. It can cause placental abruption. It can cause so many complications in your pregnancy. So that's why I urge you guys, like, even if you don't think you have thyroid problems, like, I never thought I did. I was always thin, and I was like, well, I'm pretty sure they would have found something when I was a kid if I had anything, but that's not necessarily true because in all my life, not one doctor thought to test my thyroid levels. And when they finally did, they realized that while my levels might be normal for someone else, they're not normal for me. So please have your thyroid levels checked if you haven't already, and if you're dealing with similar circumstances or a lot of trouble trying to conceive, because thyroid levels can also affect your chances of conceiving and can pretty much make you nearly sterile. So I just wanted to stress the importance of that, and just really take care of your body, because if you don't take care of your body, then there's consequences to follow, and I really want to take care of mine so that I can still be there for my kids and I can watch them grow up and they don't have to wonder, why didn't mommy take care of herself? So I'm going to end the video right there. I'm so sorry it's extremely long. I just kind of wanted to go into what I'm dealing with and what we're up against right now. So thank you guys for watching, and I'm sorry I'm so scatterbrained, but I'll be uploading a lot more videos in the future. Thanks. Bye.